Most people take way more time than necessary to launch their brand online and on social media. So this is something I want to address right away because launching is not as difficult as you may think. When you enter this totally free lesson, we'll get into the specific tools you need to launch fast and thoroughly. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Social Climber Media, the best place to learn how to launch, brand, grow, and monetize your brand on social media for entrepreneurs and content creators. In today's video, I'm going to answer the question, how do I launch quickly and efficiently as possible without sacrificing quality? On my accounts, I have more than 50,000 followers, and I was ready to launch my brand in under 3 months. The social media calendar took under a week. So if you already have your brand set up and all you need is social media, you can feel confident in launching definitely in under 1 month. So if you want to know how to do it, let's dive right in. Okay, first thing is first. You need to get over perfectionism by transitioning to an impact mindset instead of an ego-driven fear of failure. So perfect is a metric that's relative to where you stand right now. So if you always wait for perfection, you will never launch. Now, I understand the temptation to continue tweaking a message, an image, a homepage, or an offer, or anything else that is front-facing until your ego is completely satisfied. So instead, I want you to shift your mindset to focus on impact, because if you wait for perfect, impact waits with you. So you want to set a timeline to launch and create an action plan so that you can start making a difference and providing value as soon as possible. After launch, you will then get very close to customer feedback so you can constantly make iterations and improvements, and that way you'll continually progress towards your vision of perfect. So next thing is find a business or mindset coach. Now, this is to navigate mental blocks and stay accountable. So finding a business or mindset coach was a game changer for me in my launch. It helped me understand my key driving factors and then leverage them to create this amazing business without letting the fear of failure get in the way. So navigating these mental blocks was only the beginning. I find myself more inspired and more accountable because of our bi-weekly calls. Now, there does not need to be a huge or any budget associated with a mindset coach. You can find a friend to help you stay accountable. You can use a step-by-step tool like our brand and content super launch course, which I have linked below. It's perfect for anyone who needs clear guidance on their brand and social media launch, and then they can get involved with the members forums, so accountable and remain inspired. So number 3 is you want to get test clients right away. So if you want to launch in under a month, then you need to get people seeing your content right away, because this will shape your product or your vision really rapidly and also will build confidence in your brand. So start talking about your brand in your social circles where you feel comfortable. Go to your local chamber meetings, networking groups, talk about it at the library, in line at the grocery store, in the Social Climber Media Facebook group, and everywhere else. Eventually, the universe will send you someone that says, I need that, I'm interested in that. And just talking about your brand will help you refine your pitch and your story and even start getting you client feedback. So you can take your product from 0 to 100 faster with zero data. So the next thing is you'll want to learn to time block. If you want to launch quickly and efficiently, you need to be really efficient with your time. So you need to learn to turn off and on, because both are really important. Time blocking is great for so many reasons, and I'll just give you a few. So if something is on the calendar, you end up actually doing the activity at that time, which is fantastic for accountability. And I continue to use that word accountability because accountability and consistency will be hugely impactful on getting your brand launched. doing a little bit every day is going to get you towards your timelines, and your time blocking will help you with that accountability. So the next part of time blocking, you're planning a content calendar, creating content, scheduling content. They're all very different and also very time consuming. So when you time block, you can actually batch similar tasks together and execute during a specific time block. So that's a huge efficiency hack. It's like if you're doing a ton of blog posts at a time, that's way easier than coming up with your concept for one blog post, writing one blog post, and then putting the images on one blog post, and then getting that blog post live. That whole process is very time consuming and requires a lot of different skills. So if you change that up in time block to create ideas for all of your blog posts, and then write all of your blog posts, and then take all of your images for all of your blog posts, and then get all the images in there, and then tee up emails and schedule posts, you're going to have a much more efficient use of time. So next thing, when you're starting a business, mental wellness and resilience are as important as any other technical skill. So I time block for meditation, for exercise, for family time, for free time even, every single day. Otherwise, I could work right through the parts of my life that I'm working for. And then, it doesn't lead to satisfaction, and it's really just not sustainable. So you can time block for your personal time as well. And last thing I'll talk about with time blocking is when you see someone's calendar, you know what's important to them. Time blocking allows you to continuously prioritize your time. If you have time blocked, you can see, okay, this is what I'm spending time on this week or in this day, and therefore I can get a picture of how I'm prioritizing. Now that will help you really create a vision for how you see your weeks and you see your everyday, and it creates a much more sustainable process. So it'll get you launched faster and with high quality. Give you in terms of launching quickly is create a just say no list. Now, I love a just say no list. It limits distractions by saying no more often. If you want to get something launched in a short time frame, you have to find time in your days and in your weeks. And the way that you can do that is through a just say no list. If you're like me, you've always prided yourself on being a yes person. If you are a yes person, this one is for you. Saying yes to everything is great when you're moving to a new city and you need to make friends. It's not great if you want to build a business and also leave time for the things that you love. So, I started my business to have more flexibility, to focus on family and joy. And so I have more time for those things, not less. So I have a running list of habits or tasks that I don't enjoy particularly, or they don't serve me, and they're taking up too much of my time. So that could include sort of mindless scrolling on social media with no purpose, or trash TV, or even kind of the most harsh is people that aren't serving you, that that take more than they give, and they always have. So at the end of the month, I categorize each line item into outsource, automate, or eliminate. So every single item on that list, or you can even choose 3 items on that list if it's easier for you and you're just getting started, and you can say, can I eliminate this task? Mindless scrolling, I can eliminate that. Can I automate this task? For me, growing grocery shopping is something that I was able to automate and go onto an app and have somebody do the shopping for me. That is sort of outsourced, automated. And so you can outsource, automate, or just eliminate items on your list. And then you will find that you've created so much more time in your day, and that will allow you to launch in the timeline that you've outlined.